Happy Halloween! Woo! Finally, October 31st. I can't believe it. It's just like, where did October go? It's actually the witch's new year today, so this is really exciting. I apologize for the background. It's my bed. Yeah, I was looking for some, it's just going to be an introduction so far, but happy Halloween. This is a Samhain celebration video. I am going to do a Samhain celebration ritual during this video. But right now, I just want to show you what I have in my box prepared to put on my Samhain altar. So excited. I feel like Halloween season, like October, the season of the witch, starting October 1st with that full moon, and tonight another full moon, 2 moons in 1 month, October 1st and October 31st. It's a beautiful sunny day here today. I put my orange lipstick and orange eyeshadow on for celebration. I may go for a Halloween either walk or jog later on after I wash off my makeup and finish my video. But I've been meaning to upload this video all week, and I just kept pushing it off. And just because I feel like the month of October has been really spiritually insightful, but also spiritually grueling, like really grueling. I invited my ancestors to eat with me about 3 weeks ago. I had a dumb supper, which is basically a quiet supper. So it's called a dumb supper because you aren't meant to talk, and you're meant to leave a space open at the table for your deceased ancestors, or for your ancestors, whether they be ancestors that came from your family that you have known, or whether it be ancestors that came from before you had a chance to meet them along your family line. When I think about ancestors, I think about the witches as well, or the women who stood up for independence, and even some men who stood up for independence during the witch trials. So not everybody was a witch, I don't think, but just the spirit of the witch was very prevalent, in that a lot of people wanted to be independent and wanted to stand up for their individuality and originality. And I think that right to want to be themselves, and that right to want to study the things and practice the things that they felt were important to their character and important to their belief system, who they were at the core of everything, got them killed. And so when I think about my ancestors, I don't only think about my, grandparents or, my dog, but I also think about the ancestors that came before me, who were just like me in a certain sense, because I'm a witch too, and I also stand up for individuality, and I think everybody has a right to be themselves, so long as they're not physically hurting anybody, or being abusive verbally. I really think that everybody has a right to be their individual selves, and that alone, without even saying that I'm a witch, I feel like that could have got me killed back in the day, right? Because especially being a woman, I don't think that women were allowed to really speak out, against what was being taught during those times. So let me just, I am going to do a little bit of a ritual during this video. If you're watching it now, that means that I've uploaded it. That means that I've already changed my altar. So that's what I'm going to do during this video. You're going to see me switch up my Mavon altar for my Samhain altar, but let me just show you what I have in my box to put on my altar, because I think it's really cool. So I made this wreath. It's got scary ghost faces on it. It's actually a pentagram. Pentacle? Sometimes I get confused between the idea of pentacle and pentagram. This is a pentacle. Pentagram, I think, has a circle around it. I should know this, but yeah. So basically, it's a 5-pointed star, and I glued these things on it. So that's gonna go at the back of my altar. It's for Samhain. I bought these black roses from the dollar store. I got this witchy skull glass, which I'm gonna put the orange candle in. Perfect color for Halloween. And you know, Halloween and Samhain, I feel like they're very much the same, even though like I feel like witches love Halloween just like they love Samhain. At least I know I love Halloween, and I wasn't really allowed to practice it growing up because I grew up in a Christian home. So I wasn't allowed to dress up, or it was considered, you know, the devil's holiday. Like it was considered, you know, people would tell me that witches would murder cats and babies on Halloween, you know, and I was like, I was always afraid. But I got this skull candle. I got the purple roses as well. I mean, I just got a few things, you know, because I got these like gourds, a bag of them. I don't know if I'm going to put them all on, but they're just little like, you can see pumpkins, purple pumpkins. And last but not least, I got my altar cloth. I bought it at the Value Village here. It's just a black altar cloth, but there's like a cool skull on it. I think it was like $3. And I was looking for something as an altar cloth for Halloween. I was looking at the dollar store, but I feel like this is really good because obviously there's a skull on it, but like also because I feel like sometimes when you feel the energy of a vintage item or an item that is like been used before, there's a lot more energy, like spiritual energy attached to it. And I just feel like sometimes the energy is so good, like just, you know, the way it is. Like I know a lot of people like to sage their things that they get and stuff like that, but I can feel the energy of this and it's really, really good energy. So it's perfect for Samhain and for the altar. So yeah, I'm going to do that and take you through that, and then we're going to get to the Samhain ritual celebration, and yeah, happy Halloween. Hi girls and guys. So this was my Mabon altar. It was to celebrate the harvest. As you see, I had fall leaves on there and fall colors. I don't know if you watched my other Mabon celebration video, my other Sabbat video, but if you had watched it, you would have seen that this is what it looks like now. It's a little bit used, but I actually put pictures of deceased loved ones and my dog there for the season of the witch, to celebrate the veil being thinned, but also to celebrate those ancestors that passed on before me to the other side who are supporting me here now. So this is what it looks like now, and we'll see what it looks like when I'm done rearranging it for Samhain. Hi girls and guys. So I was you know, taking everything off my altar, and I was thinking, what is a pentagram and what is a pentacle? Like, how come I don't know the difference, and what is the actual difference? Because I don't want to spread false information. So I looked it up, and a pentacle is a pentagram with a circle around it. So a pentagram is just the 5-pointed star, and the pentacle is the pentagram with the circle. And I guess one way that you could remember it is that the word pentacle has penta in it, like the pentagram, but it also has the kul, which is kind of like the C kind of stands for circle. So if you want to try to remember it that way, you can remember that a pentagram is the 5-pointed star, and that the pentacle is the 5-pointed star with the circle, the C in the pentacle. So anyway, let me just show you. So I've taken everything off. I'm gonna turn it around. So I've taken everything off my altar. As you see, I'm using a bedside table for my altar. I took some soap and water and cleaned off the dust that was there, put everything on the bed, and we're getting ready to decorate the altar space. So hi girls and guys. I don't know how long that took me, maybe about I don't know, maybe about an hour, and it's done now. So I'll show you what the Samhain altar looks like. Hi, so this is the Samhain altar set up in the end. I lit one candle and the incense. I put the pictures of my deceased ancestors and my little doggy back on the altar. I had a lot of stones, feathers, all kinds of some snail shells that I found empty during the summer, and I decided that I would give that all back to the earth. So the altar is a lot cleaner than it was during the summer, but I think that during the summer it was really, really appropriate to have all those beautiful gifts that I had for my deities. But now they're going to go back outside. You know, it's turning into winter here, right? Fall is turning into winter, and so I think I'm going to give those gifts back to the earth, and then come spring and summer next year, I will have an opportunity to collect more gifts for my deities in the form of stones, rocks, feathers, and all that. I'm just giving you a little bit of a close-up. It's much cleaner. My athame, my pentacle. There was a lot of confusion online, it seemed, when they were talking about a pentagram and a pentacle, but I'm pretty sure we figured it out. Anyway, so that's what it looks like now. And I'm very pleased with how it turned out. I feel like it turned out really clean, crisp, and perfect for the fall season and for Samhain today. So girls and guys, I hope you enjoyed this video so far. It's very short, but it's really just a video to celebrate Samhain and to create something beautiful in gratitude for the Sabbat of Samhain. There are 8 Sabbats on the Wheel of the Year, and Samhain is one of the 8, and it's the Witch's New Year. It's also a Sabbat where we celebrate the veil between the living and the dead, the deceased and the living. There is a veil, and during Samhain, the veil between the living and the dead is at its thinnest, meaning that it isn't as difficult to feel close to our loved ones and to communicate with them and to possibly even hear them communicating with us. And that is why I put pictures of some of my deceased ancestors and my dog on the Samhain altar. I did have my Mabon altar before, and so I did during the month of October, because the month of October is the month where the veil is getting to its thinnest, and we are able to celebrate our ancestors throughout the month of October. I mean, all the time, but especially when the veil gets to its thinnest eventually during the month of October going into Samhain. And I don't know all the history about Samhain because I'm a new witch and I'm just learning. So if you're new, you know, you understand what it's like to be excited about learning new things, but also to not really know everything, you know, but I do know that from what I've learned, it's really about celebrating our ancestors, and our ancestors are always with us. You know, you may not believe that, but maybe it comforts you to know that your ancestors are always, you know, watching over you and guiding you and want the best for you. And that during the season of, you know, Halloween and Samhain, especially because that's what we celebrate during Samhain, is our ancestors and the veil being thin. You know, maybe that makes you happy. I think it's something that I am happy to learn because, you know, with the absence for me of hell, I feel like people create their own hell if they want to, but some people have gone through enough on earth that they feel like they've already been through hell. And some people, you know, some people want to believe that people go to hell because it makes them feel better. But I kind of digress here. But I just wanted to say that, growing up as a Christian in a Christian home, I always, I always thought it was strange that I would be, going to heaven for different reasons. I was apparently going to heaven, and I find it so strange now because um, I didn't like any of the people that I was going to be going to heaven with. I didn't really like them. I didn't have any uh, thing that connected me to them as far as our interests. Um, you know, um, and now that I'm a witch and I believe in karma. I believe in people going into a next life and being punished in their next life for the karma that they put out that was bad in a current life. And I feel like if people don't get justice for what someone did to them in this life, it's comforting to know that at least at some point in the next life or in this life, it will come back to them, and they don't necessarily have to go to a hell. But the interesting thing is that now when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, well, if witches are going to hell, and as well as so many other people, that don't believe in the Bible and in Jesus and all that, I actually would prefer to go to hell with all the witches, where we will be doing spells and running around in the flames and worshiping Lucifer, than to go to heaven and just to be singing all day, because I don't even really like singing. So just a little side note. But let's get into the Samhain ritual ceremony. So I'm going to be looking down because I'm reading from a book. It is the Celtic Tree Ritual book. It is by Charlene Hidalgo. It's called Celtic Tree Rituals. And it has a bunch of Celtic tree rituals, but it also has the celebrations of the 8 Sabbats and a ritual for each Sabbat. So, Samhain ceremony, October 31st. I say Samhain, it's Samhain. Samhain is the most important holiday in the wheel of the year. It marks the beginning of the dark half of the year. Samhain is a portal in which the veil between the realms is very thin. It is a time to honor our beloved dead and ancestors. And as I'm saying that, I'm getting goosebumps. And to contemplate the concepts of reincarnation and the transmigration of the soul. It is a time when we seek to receive messages and insights from the spiritual realms. We do not deny that we grieve for those who have passed on, and yet we understand that there is the continuation of life in the spirit realm. This is part of the regeneration promised within the mystery. So the purpose of this reading and this celebration video is to celebrate Samhain, and it's spelled Samhain. So that's why I say Samhain, because like I said, I'm a new witch. So when I first started saying Samhain, I was saying Samhain. I'm pretty sure a lot of people make that mistake. So the purpose is to celebrate Samhain. In preparation, find pictures of loved ones and pets who have passed on. Welcome to our Samhain ceremony. My name is Mo. Close your eyes and share a moment of silence. Let's share a moment of silence. Let's just close our eyes. If you have to take a deep breath, go ahead. Just relax, close your eyes just for a moment. I'm not going to be doing anything exciting that you need to have your eyes open for, but just close your eyes and just let the peace of the darkness within you, as you close your eyes, it's dark, right? So let that darkness just put you at peace. Sorry, my stomach's grabbing. All right, so I call in the 4 directions. I call in the north, and I welcome the spirit of the north. I call in the south, and I welcome the spirit of the south. I call in the east and I welcome the spirit of the east. I call in the west and I welcome the spirits of the west. Please power our ceremony, spirits of all four directions. Samhain represents an ending and a beginning. And it is the day that we remember our dead and seek communication. We give our gratitude for their help and for their guidance and for their protection. We remember the ancients held their ceremonies within special groves. The energy developed over time at these sacred sites offered enhanced communication with loved ones and ancestors that resided in the other world. Here in this place and on this day, we choose to interact with the mystery. We make time to meditate in the silence. We enter the void where all is created. We let go of our grievances and allow the light to replace our regrets, resentments, and old stories of pain. We release worn-out perceptions, ideals, values, and plans. We open to the new. Getting goosebumps. This is a day to give your gratitude to what has been and to thank our personal totems, guides, and deities, as well as the tree spirits that have informed you throughout the Celtic year. We honor the goddess in her many forms, but especially the crone aspect. We honor our loved ones that have passed on. I just want to say that, for witches, Samhain is like the ultimate holiday, and October is considered the season of the witch. And so on Samhain, because it was talking about the crone aspect of the goddess, we actually worship as witches. We worship and we give thanks and we acknowledge the queen of witches, who is known as Hecate, the goddess Hecate. We honor our loved ones that have passed on. I'm going to play the drum now, okay? I'm no expert at drum playing, but let's just get the beat. It's very basic. What is the teaching of Samhain? The veil is thin. Our wisdom and regeneration come from embracing the great mystery. Behold, our crone goddess leads the way to the other world. And we are free to commune with our loved ones who have passed through the veil. We seek their love and guidance. What is the teaching of Samhain? Death is merely a doorway between the worlds. Tonight is also a night of remembrance, and today is a day of remembrance. There are many nature people who honor the sun, the moon, and the stars, and followed the seasonal celebrations and honored the mysteries. And many were hunted and killed for their beliefs. Like I was talking about individuality and how people want to be individuals. So many were hunted and killed for their beliefs. In medieval times, many lost their lives and were labeled as witches. Tonight we honor, or today we also honor, those who have died and suffered at the hands of oppression for their beliefs. Take a moment to remember the burning times and those ancestors of Europe who were killed during the Holocaust of the nature peoples. Nature. Many have suffered great oppression. We remember you. We remember the innocent. We remember you who died in the burning times. You who died in the flames that seared your flesh. You who were gagged and drowned in the water. You who died under the piles of stones crushing you. You who were tortured and broken. We remember you. We remember all of those living and dead who have suffered in the name of oppression. May your raging, howling, crying spirits know peace and join us tonight and today as we honor you who have gone before us, who have paved the way and created our freedom with your sacrifices. We bless you, our ancestors, who aspired for freedom. We meditate on your sacrifice. Excuse me. Burping. Honoring the oppressed. We will remember all of the people around the globe who have been conquered by another people and have been forced to give up their worldview, their way of life, their language, and their unique form of spirituality. To me, this also includes Native Americans. Let us create a vision together of a world that honors diversity, celebrates difference, and works together to honor the earth and all her life forms, animals, people, different races, different types of people. See the elders of all cultures on the globe being honored. See Indigenous people respected for their wisdom and knowledge. Take a moment to see this and to infuse this with light and life. I'm going to read it again. Let us create a vision together of a world that honors diversity, celebrates difference, and works together to honor the earth and all her life forms. And when it says honor the earth, it means to respect the earth, respect the trees, respect the water. Don't litter. It's not that difficult, So respect the earth and all its life forms. Respect animals, big and small. See the elders of all cultures on the globe being honored. Honor our elders, the elderly people, the old people that some people disrespect, because they think that they're old and they're not important. Honor these people. We are all part of this circle of life. See Indigenous people respected for their wisdom and knowledge. And I think that also includes elderly people, because elderly people have a lot of wisdom and knowledge, and we need to respect them for that. If not for that, just for the sake that they have that, as well as the fact that they're human beings. Take a moment to see this and to infuse this with light and life. We would go around in a circle and call out the names of those who have been oppressed, and we would go around in the circle and also make prayers for all the oppressed people if we were together. That would encourage. I think I would do it, but I feel like it would be more encouraging if other people were doing it around me, so I'm not going to do it. But today and tonight we honor our own dead, you who have passed on to the other world. Ancestors, daughters, mothers, grandmothers, sons, fathers, grandfathers, lovers, friends, and pets who we remember you. Take a moment to think about these ancestors, relatives, friends, and pets who have passed on. Listen for the whispers of the ancestors. They speak to us. Their song is in the fire's crackle. Their tears are in the rain on the window pane. Their praises are the sun on our face. They are here with us. They speak to us. Their words are in the rustling of the leaves. Their encouragements in the wind rippling through the grass. Their laughter is in the play of our children. They are here with us. They speak to us. They are alive within our inner world. They are alive within our friends and family. They bless us with the turning of the seasons. They are here with us, although we live in different realms. They are not dead to us. They are with us every day and every night. They love us best. They have never left us, and they will greet us with love when it is our turn to pass through the veil. Hanging in there? So this is a guided meditation for the ceremony, this ritual celebration. Close your eyes and settle into the darkness. So go ahead and close your eyes. I'm going to read, but you're welcome to go ahead and close your eyes. Breathe deeply into a quiet space. Just be with your breath as you move deeper and deeper into the silence. Just allow the quiet softness to envelop you as you let go of any stress, worry, or concern. Breathe even more deeply into the simple act of doing nothing as you enter this quietness. You are about to enter a vortex of power. This is a place beyond imagining, where birth and death, dark and daylight, and joy and pain meet. You are about to step between the worlds, between time and outside the realm of your human life. You find yourself at the entrance to a grotto or cave. You do not enter, but you know that there is much energy here, and you feel a sense of anticipation. Soon you notice that people are beginning to come out of the cave. They are dressed in their best clothing, but from many different times in history. You see the circle of people is forming around you. Those standing in front of you are family members that have passed over. You can feel them sending you love and encouragement, so there is no fear here. Next to your parents or aunts and uncles are your grandparents, and next to them your great-grandparents and other relatives, and so on, as the circle enlarges to include your ancestors. You feel an overwhelming sense of protection and joy. They are all feeding you with appreciation. You are their living power and proof. You have all their dreams standing upon your shoulders, and so you are their fulfillment. Give your gratitude. You carry their best hopes and aspirations, and they are delighted to support you here. Take a moment to receive their messages. Your pets will probably show up as well. They are so very happy to see you and interact with you. They send you a blast of love, and you return this. Listen to their barks and meows and the sounds of birds and other animals you have cared for. Can you feel their gratitude? Know that they are here and that they do communicate with you. Are you willing to hear them and listen? Take a moment with this. Send them your love and appreciation. Think of the happy times that you shared. Feel your love and affection for them that you still hold strong in your heart. Now you notice people coming into the circle that represents the next generation. These may be your own children or children that you have, that you love and teach and influence, or your grandchildren or great-grandchildren. They could be your niece and nephews and their children. Notice that there is a growing number of people joining you who are coming from the future. Send them love and encouragement. Send them your messages. What is it that you think is essential for their well-being and for the well-being of this planet? Send them a blast of love. Those of the past leave the outer circle to return to the cave that leads back to the other world. They will greet you and help you when it is your turn to walk over the threshold. The animals return as well, but you feel their love. The relatives and loved ones of the future dissolve back into the ethers. You feel great love for them and for their aspirations and choices. You feel immense encouragement to be so connected to your own lineage. Breathe this in. Now focus on yourself. Look at your life. Take stock. Are you happy with where you are and what you are doing? What would you like to accomplish or receive or manifest for your next year of life? Just be here with these thoughts as you contemplate another year's passing. Allow the love here to fill you and motivate you and protect you. When you are ready, say your goodbyes and know that you are never really separated from these souls. Begin to gently come back to the room. When you are ready, open your eyes, give your gratitude, ground, and center. So now we would share and we would tell each other what it was like to receive the love from our ancestors and to send it towards our future relatives. We would say what changes we think we need to allow for a greater expression in the future year of who we want to be and what we want to accomplish. I just want to say that the Witch's New Year is the start. November 1st is the start of a new spiritual year. You don't have to be a witch to believe this. If you want to believe that November 1st is the start for you of a new spiritual year and what you're learning, you're free to do that. You don't have to be a witch to do that, you know? So from November 1st of 2020 to November 1st of 2021, it's a full spiritual year that you get to experience. And so what I think this ceremony at the end is telling us is that try to take into account this last day of October, what you've learned about yourself, about like what you believe, how you feel, how you see yourself, how you see others, what you believe about the world, all these things that, connect you to your spirit. So give your gratitude for this special day and for the grove. Thank the ancestors and loved ones that have passed on and the pets that we miss. Thank them for their guidance and love. Thank those who walk into the future. Make prayers for the planet and for healing. Make prayers to take care of the earth. So let's thank the directions for powering this ritual. Thank you to the direction of the North and the Spirit of the North for powering this ritual, and I release you, Spirit of the North. Thank you to the Spirit of the West and the energy that you empowered this ritual with. I release you, Spirit of the West, as a thank you. Thank you to the Spirit of the South and the direction of the South and the energy that the Spirit of the South gave to us today during this celebration and ritual. I release you, direction of the South. I don't know if I said south or east. Thank you to the direction of the east, and thank you to the direction of the north, east, south, and west. I'm getting mixed up with what I said and what I didn't say. But thank you to all the directions. We release you with gratitude, and we celebrate Samhain, and we thank you for the new spiritual year, and we thank you for Halloween, and we thank you for our ancestors, and we honor our ancestors. We honor the spirit of Halloween, the goddess of Halloween, Hecate, if you want. And just be grateful for your spirit. Be grateful for your connection to the earth, to your connection with your loved ones that have passed away, but also that are still here. For your pets, just for a clean earth, for the food that you get to eat. It's really about being grateful. I think every Sabbat is really just about being grateful at the heart of it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Mo Moon. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I usually do tarot readings. Remember to hit the notification bell so that you can make sure that you see when I upload a new video, so you can watch it as soon as you see it if you want. Again, my name is Mo Moon, and I'll let you know that I usually do tarot reading videos, pick a cards, and zodiac sign readings. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this Samhain video, a celebration, and I hope you have a really good spiritual new year. Bye.